Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. You are live with the Real PG. It's been a while, guys. Been going crazy in my life, but starting on the first, we are going to be reopening the Real PG. The Discord will be reopening, which is free, always has been. The Patreon will be reopening at $1 a day. Probably the most affordable Patreon you're going to find that gives winning picks. So that being said, we're going to get into the picks. If you've not signed up at my main betting hub for the last 4 years now, Sleeper, you can sign up using my promo code, capital letters PG, to get a 100% match on up to $100, as well as a free play. Uh, if you do sign up today, all you need to do is DM me or hit me up in the Discord and let me know that you did sign up, and I will give you a winning match to go with that, so that your first day is a guaranteed win. Um, the way we do that, and guarantee wins is via alt lines, so it'll be basically a straight 2-to-1 payout, so that you do double your money on day one, and you get to play for free. So there's no risk of signing up a sleeper. Let's get into it. Again, Sleeper's promo code is PG. All right, so we're looking at the NBA and the NFL today. I have a bunch of plays that I kind of like, but I'm gonna narrow these down to just a few for each sport. So we're gonna be looking at Christian McCaffrey tonight. We're unsure of Kittle's status right now, with or without CMC. Should be able to kill these Bears, as they have been giving it up on the ground. They've been giving it up in the air. They've been giving it up basically every way possible. And Christian McCaffrey is going to be the center of this team, especially if George Kittle is not rolling today. So I think it's inevitable he finds his way in the box. If Kittle's in, I think he gets it done on the ground. If Kittle's out, he gets it done in the air. But I do think ultimately just finding a touchdown, maybe two touchdowns, is in play for today for Christian McCaffrey. I'd also be looking at Brock Purdy and his over 1.5 touchdowns thrown. Again, like I said, Chicago has been pretty poor in the air, and Brock Purdy is coming off of a season high 5 touchdown game. Even without George Kittle, Juwan Jennings has been crazy good. So picking up a lot of the slack for Kittle, and the Kittle missed games, lots of touchdowns for Jennings. So he pretty much can play that same role in the red zone. So I feel good about Purdy putting up 2 touchdowns today. Otherwise, you can take his passing yards as well, again, as Chicago has just been shredded through the air. Next, we're going to be looking at James Cook in Buffalo playing against Philly today. We're going to be looking at, this is just a slightly altered down line. We're going to look at his rush and receiving yards. It's at 108.5. We're going to take it at 100 even, 100 plus. I'm personally looking at it, what the data I'm getting is giving me 104 rush and receiving yards. So I'm going to take the over the 100. It's a good matchup, favorable matchup for Cook, and this should be a remotely tight game, in my opinion. And then we have one final look in the early games, and that's going to be Jackson Smith-Njigba. I think he goes out with bang. I'm predicting over 6.5 receptions. You can alt that down to 6 to be a lot safer. But basically, he either hits 5 or lower, or he goes over. And he's at 5 or lower twice. He's gone under 90 yards twice all season. So I have Smith-Njigba for over 6.5 receptions and over 90 yards. Again, very favorable matchup against Carolina. So running that slip back, it's going to be about 4.5x on that slip. Christian McCaffrey for a touchdown, Brock Purdy for over 1.5 passing touchdowns, James Cook outline 100 plus rushing receive yards. Not going to take the 185 as my thing is coming back showing 104. I just don't want to chance the ticket. So I'm going to take 100 plus. And then we got the 2 Njigba props, and we're going to take the over 6.5. If you want to take the 6 for the outline, that's cool. Otherwise, 90 plus yards. I'm expecting a 100-yard game, 7 plus receptions, and probably a touchdown out of JSN today. All right, let's jump into the NBA. Switch apps here. If you are not playing on Underdog, that is another app that you can use my code, and yeah, I'm not sure what their deposit bonus is. I'm guessing the same thing, 100% match up to $100, and then you get free play. You do get a lot more random, like 50% boost and random free plays on Underdog. I will say that. So let me quickly find my thing. I don't have an actual thing through them, so my referral code's probably some really goofy shit. So I will post that in the description if you want to get in through Underdog, get that 100% match, and get the free plays. So what do I got going on today on here? Oh, sorry, that's not what I was playing on today. I'm playing on Chalkboard today. All right, so NBA. I have a sadly on Chalkboard. I have a $10 limit. I can max bet $10 only. So, um, when I'm given the free squares, they're generally $10 minimum. I have a $5 minimum or a $5 maximum. Generally, they're 10 for most people, and you can bet as much as you want. Like when I get my discount stuff in, like 50% off, max $10. Everything is max $10. I cannot bet over $10. So what I'm doing today on here, I think it's pretty safe, except for one play. It's kind of the history concerns me, but I'm not concerned by the recency as much, even though the recency on the road is not quite as healthy as recency at home for this player. So let's get into it. We'll start with the player that I'm most concerned about missing on the slip, but there is a reason that I'm taking him today. That's going to be Jalen Brown. We're going to be looking at his first half points over 6.5. Okay. Historically, with the last three times he's played Portland, he's gone over in two with 9, 10, and I think he had 5 in the game he missed. With games without Tatum this year, he is one of two. And he actually hit, obviously, he hit in the game, I believe, with Tatum, oddly enough. So the reason I'm taking this though is when you go on to the sports books, like the actual books, Pinnacle, DraftKings, stuff like that, he's at 8.5 and 9.5 points. So there is a huge discrepancy in the line there. I think 6.5 is just too much value, especially when his full game line is 30. And JB generally sees 10 to 12 minutes in the first quarter. So over 6.5 points just seems way too low. So I'm going to be throwing that in there. I do have a free play for Steph Curry today over 0.5 points. So I'm obviously be taking that. Then we're going to be looking at SGA. The Grinch who fucking ruined Christmas. This man cost me every single slip on Christmas Day. I hit every other prop. I think I was like 11 for 12 on the day, but I had Shea in every prop, every slip except for the one, which was my get back slip after I had lost the Shea bet. And I ended up winning that slip with Timmy Hardaway Jr., DeAndre Ayton first quarter points over, and Kevin Durant points over. And this was 2 or 3 days ago, I believe. So back to Shea. Just had the worst game of his season on Christmas. This man is going to be coming out with a vengeance, and he has a great history against Philadelphia. Last three, he's dropped 31 plus points up to 37. Give me Shea over 29.5 on just a straight revenge game coming off of a terrible shooting. 30, I think it was 26% or 36% last game on Christmas. So I don't see Shea coming out and somehow screwing this up. And then last but not least, we're going to be looking at Brandon Ingram over his 3-pointers over 1.5 threes. He's hit this in, I think it was 7 of the last 7 times he's played the Golden State Warriors. The only thing that's a little concerning is RJ Barrett, I believe, is coming back today, and he's been out. But when you look at all the history, RJ Barrett was around for all that, and where all the history is basically 2024 and prior. There's not a 2025 game yet. So he's hit 2 in every single one. He only shoots between like 4 and 6, which is odd. So he's hitting at a high rate when he plays Golden State. But that's what I've got for the NBA today. Normally, I lean more on alt lines and just play for higher dollar amounts on sites like Sleeper and stuff. And that's why I play heavily on Sleeper still, is because I'm not limited on Sleeper. As I am an affiliate with them, and they are my go-to, place of choice for years now. So I thankfully am not limited there. But Yeah. So again, recapping the two lineups today, we have Steph Curry for free, basically over 0.5 points on chalkboard. Everybody will have that option. Brandon Ingram over 1.5 threes. Jalen Brown over 6.5 first quarter points. And again, the reason I'm taking that is sportsbooks are showing it at minus 287, and stuff like DraftKings and Pinnacle I have that line at 8.5, 9.5. Way, way, way too low. So we're gonna take that, and then SGA going for 30. Then on the NFL side of things, again, the NBA lineup was 6.25x, and now your NFL lineup is 4.5x. Again, that is Christian McCaffrey over a touchdown, Brock Purdy over 2 passing touchdowns, over 1.5, 2 plus, whichever way you want to look at it. James Cook, 100 plus rushing receiving yards. I'm literally expecting him to go just over this. If you want to be a little safer and take 90, feel free, but I don't think it's necessary. And then last but not least, JSN over 6.5 receptions. You can alt that down to 6 if you'd like, and over 90 plus yards, as he has done this in all games but two. He has gone over 90 yards. He has gone over 6.5 receptions. This is kind of where I think I want to be on the season. So this is, I mean, not that it means anything to them, but this is the Super Bowl for fantasy. And after the Henry performance, a lot of people are counting on JSN. I think players are aware of this. Not that they really give a shit about your money and if you win or not, but I think he's going to show out. So, with that being said, guys, just want to let everyone know we are going to be back officially on 1/1, going at it daily again. The Discord, I will post a link in the description. Otherwise, it is on the main YouTube page, as well as the link to the Patreon, as well as my sleeper information. And then I will drop my underdog information as well. If I get around to it, that one's not as big to me. It doesn't really matter to me. I want to put people on a sleeper. But with that being said, guys, until the next one, best of luck with your picks today. And I will see you in January. Peace.